but what I wanted to do is it's just about perception. This again was another one about gentrification. All the wood that I used, I took from the development that was going on. I just took their hoarding and that. At night I took it off their fence, I ripped it down and used it to build the set. And then painted it, and there was lots of sand involved. And made a series, and there was a big, not quite billboard size, but very big output I made with the words, like those Durtrans. It said, they had a type over top, it said over 80% sold. And again, it was just mimicking all the developers' signs.
I love the backdrop painted behind the whole thing.
Yeah, kind of just gives it a depth of field.
When you said these guys came through Richard Rose and everything, like, were you showing the photographs or were you showing the installation?
Had the installation set up, had photos on the wall,
Yeah.
and had the film plan.
I like the photos of it.
So, I think that's it for that one, yeah. This was another, so that was a little film I made, installation film photography. This was a little film I made called Choco Cock. And it was also about gentrification. And it was a 1 minute film. And this is on the Bathurst Street Bridge, but it's actually, it's looking at the city with the Sky Dome out so it could be just any city. And there's a clump of stuff that comes to life with the sound of a jet going over top. Springs up to life, so to speak. And then at the same time, in reverse, it goes back down again. It just talks about how fast the buildings go up and down in the city.
So, was that claymation done?
No,
Oh.
stop motion.
Oh, same thing, basically.
Well, we didn't use clay, we used the chocolate cock. It's all in the title. That won an award at the Daryl's Hard Liquor and Porn Film Festival. And then this was another short film I did a couple of years ago as part of Fashion Week for a fashion designer. She wanted us to make a film, and we made this kind of arty narrative film that she never expected, but it was called Stronger Than a Superhero. I don't have any stills, I just have the poster that we used. But it was a fun little film. Then there was this one that was about, again, in the roof of the microloft, that was the phone booth is called the microloft, played this film, which was, it was a two-part thing, and I couldn't find stills of the other part. And the other part was me as a messed up superhero climbing the wall, like crawling out of my environment, so to speak, and telling everybody to go away. And intercut with this woman getting a total makeover, but the makeover became garish and retarded. And so that was just intercut in again like a 4 or 5 minute short film, and that was playing in the microloft. It was part of the whole microloft experience.
That's great.
Change. Oh. So then, after doing a bunch of creative art films, I thought it would be interesting to try and do something more dramatic and use, actors. And Maria Len wasn't available, and try to make something more narrative. And so I did with a partner. We did this film called Krangle's Collision, which is a 20-minute dramatic piece that these are some stills from the shoot days. But we shot in Krangle's Collision, a former building near where I lived that was being knocked down to be turned into condos. So it was a perfect setting for our story, which was about gentrification and murder. There's my partner and I, looking like we're directors. There's Chuck Shimada, Canadian actor, shining his shoes. Chuck was a great guy. I think Maria Len, you know him, don't you?
Yeah.
Do you know Richard Clarkin?
No, I wish.
Richard Clarkin? You wish? Good guy. I like the black and white. This looks like this is a film I did in the 40s.
Yeah, definitely, looks like that.
Graham Wood was in Saving Private Ryan and a few other films. He's the one knocking on the window. So, I'm just showing like the different things that keep me off the street, sort of thing.
So this is a film you made with these
Yeah.
people?
Yeah.
And what was it about? What was it? It was about the shop,
It's about, it's about a small-time business that's being bought over by developers, but that's the starting point, and it becomes kind of a murder story.
Mm-hmm.
Some other stuff goes on that I won't talk
How long?
We have to see it.
20 minutes.
Yes.
We're waiting to see it still.
about. Then I did a second little short, like, shot on 35, and we used actors in that, which was about, what I did here, there's only, I think, one set of stills. It's about, it's a script that we're working on, but we decided to do a trailer for a film that doesn't exist. We did the trailer before the film was shot, just to try and sell the idea. So, and it's about rickshaw running in the city.
Oh,
So it's kind of set in the underbelly of the rickshaw kind of world. And then this is a project I did at Ice House. Ice House and a deck. It's called Cold Comfort Hardwood. It was last February, March,
Yeah.
sometime April at De Leon White Gallery, the new location on College.
oh, is that where he moved to? He moved to
Yeah.
College Street?
Yeah, I mean, and then I was working with Stephen White in this space because I had 12,000 pounds of ice that needed to melt. And he's got it's like high ceilings and it's got windows in the street, but it's a basement basically, so there's drainage.
So that's all ice?
That's all ice.
Wow.
That's day 2, I think, that's already mostly melted.
And how long did it last for?
A full day.
So how did you cut the blocks of ice?
Well, I designed it and I created it and I had an ice company make it. So I didn't cut the ice.
So how did you deliver it?
Transported too?
Yeah.
We built it.
Are you
I
projecting?
I went and these are Olympic-bound pairs figure skating team that we arranged and went and filmed them, and I got them to wear all black, and we shot them kind of facing down to the ice so that everything was black on white. And then that projected, so that I made a short film, but then really it was just them skating, and it was projected onto the ice. But as the ice melted, it just kept changing and changing. So at the same time, there was this deck that I built. I didn't have the Iceman build it.
Nicely done.
Which I had built this deck before for a set for a different film that I'm not showing. It was called New Neighbors. It was a takeoff on Norman McLaren's
Yeah.
Neighbors.
Yeah.
And so I had this idea called Cold Comfort Hardwood, which is about trust and the breakdown of trust. So we built this deck and it had this ice house that was going to slowly melt, and the figure skaters were there to, they were the metaphor of trust. And the ice house was the slow melt of trust. The deck was the quick breakdown of trust, because what I did was on the night it was a participatory performance where I had everybody smash the deck.